Hearing your price is too high can freeze the blood of salespeople. Find out what you need to do in today's show. Welcome back to Year 4 of this weekly edition every Friday of the Japan Business Mastery Show. I'm your host, Dr. Greg Story, Dale Carnegie Franchise Owner Tokyo, Master Trainer, President of Dale Carnegie Tokyo Training, and best-selling author of Japan Sales Mastery, Japan Business Mastery, and Japan Presentations Mastery. Zaegyo is the Japanese translation of Japan Sales Mastery. My new book is Stop Wasting Money on Training, or in Japanese, Training de okane o mura ni suru no wa yamemashou. We are bringing the show to you from our studio in the High Performance Center in Akasaka in Minato-ku, the business center of Tokyo. This is episode number 184, and we are talking about dealing with price resistance. Before we get going, a quick word from our sponsor. If you want to sell more and do it more easily, do the Winning with Relationships selling course. If you can't build trust, no sale. Can't design excellent questions to understand the client's needs, no sale. Can't present the solution convincingly, no sale. Can't handle objections properly, no sale. Can't close, no sale. Master the sales process by doing the Winning with Relationships selling course now in either Japanese or English. The bestseller, Japan Sales Mastery, is the new Bible of selling in Japan. To sell to Japanese buyers, you need to create long-term partner-level trust, fully understand Japanese buyers' real needs, convince buyers with your solutions, overcome their hesitation, fear, and doubt, know how to ask for the order, ensure repeat orders. This book is the product of 30 plus years in the trenches selling in Japan. Order Japan Sales Mastery now. Welcome back. Okay, it's time for the show. それでは行きましょう. So let's get going. Dealing with price resistance. Pricing is usually set by the boss, and salespeople are just there to get out and sell at that designation. The trouble, though, is salespeople are not convinced by any price-setting methodology. They only believe in the reality of the market. The way they know the reality is the degree of pushback they get from clients when they are trying to sell. When you have no belief in the value backing up that price point, your ability to sell at that rate is simply squashed. You default to discounting to get a small piece of something rather than a very large piece of nothing. The crunch point is the sales price negotiation with the buyer. If you've gotten into the death spiral of last-minute discounting in order to move the product or service, you have now trained the buyer to extract the biggest possible discount every time. Instead, give them an ultimatum on price and a very, very short fixed time to take it or leave it. In the meantime, call another potential buyer. If you've not built up a pipeline for your sales, then you're always going to be vulnerable to price collapse. If you discount once, and then imagine that by telling the Japanese buyer this was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, a spectacularly rare alignment of the planets, which will never happen again in their lifetime, a never-to-be-repeated offer. You are kidding yourself. Don't miss this. In Japan, as soon as you drop the price, you are now locked into that price point with that client forever. It's not impossible to go higher, but it's very, very hard to pull that one off. You have to be ready to drop the buyer entirely to restore your price point validation. The equation here isn't just with the buyer, it is with the salespeople as well. By dropping the price, we tell them that this is all this is worth, and they believe it. They cannot push the price back up because they don't see it at that level either. The company leadership has to intervene and say, burn that buyer if they won't accept this price. Be prepared to lose their business. If we do that, then the salespeople will get religion about the pricing validity. When we are haggling over the price with the buyer and they say that this price is too high, that is out of our budget, we can't afford it at that level, can't you drop the price, we never pay that much, etc., we are in a bind. We want the sale, so we immediately go into discount mode. This is a big negotiating mistake. Don't fold on the price pushback. What we should be doing is defending our price. We don't want to do that by arguing with the buyer. We don't do that by force of will. We do it by trying to better understand the client situation. Often, salespeople stop asking questions at this critical juncture. Instead, go into high-energy tell mode. They start telling all the good reasons why the buyer should pay the requested price. This won't work. Firstly, don't start your response by arguing with the client. Instead, agree with them. We can say, you're right, and I understand it is a considerable investment. If we disagree with them, they stop listening to us and start thinking about all the reasons their too high statement was correct. While we have their attention, we have to transition and question the buyer as to why they made that comment. You just mentioned the price was too high. May I ask you why you feel that way? We avoid arguing, and instead of us having to justify the price, we now need to switch it. After you make that comment, do not speak. In this process of further explanation by the buyer, we pick up very valuable insights into the client's situation. Armed with more data and insight, we may be able to come up with a flexible solution that is a win-win for both of us. We may in fact discount the price. We might give them longer payment terms or structure the payments across 2 quarterly budget periods. We may offer the discount on the basis of a volume purchase. All of this sounds simple enough, but when salespeople hear price is too high, they go blank and forget the basics. The job of the salesperson is to serve the client, and that means to clearly understand the client's situation. The only way to do that is to ask questions. It is not to be annoying, pig-headed, stubborn, or inflexible. Quite the opposite. We are here to solve the client's problem, and we have to do that in an arrangement that is a win-win for both of us. I hope you enjoyed today's show, and so please subscribe on YouTube. Share it with your family, friends, and colleagues. Become a regular. Hit the little bell icon to receive update notifications. Our website details are on screen now, www.dale-carnegie.cojp. It's packed with value, so certainly check it out. We try to offer as much value as possible, so you might also enjoy our other shows. In fact, we are releasing content 6 days a week. For podcasts, Mondays for the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, Tuesday for the Presentations Japan series, and every second Tuesday for the Business Tatsujin no Oshie Show, Wednesdays for the Sales Japan series, Thursdays for the Leadership Japan series, and every second Thursday for the Business Pro Podcast Show, Fridays for the Japan Business Mastery Show, and Saturdays for Japan's top business interviews. Now you get these wherever you get your podcast. Also, every Monday we release the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. Every second Thursday we release the Business Pro Television Show, and every Friday the Japan Business Mastery Show. Saturdays, every Saturday, we're releasing Japan's top business interviews. These are all on YouTube. We appreciate your support, and please let others know about it so they can benefit too. We want to make a contribution to helping people build their careers and businesses. And so please join with us in that endeavor. In episode number 185, we are talking about the brand won't save you. Onegai tashimasu. Please join me next week to master business here, because that is what we all want, isn't it? Japan business mastery.